learning more about clouds today. We're gonna go on a little walk and look out the clouds. And let me tell you, there's a lot of clouds out there to look at today, so I'm excited.
I'm Stephanie White. I'm a dance specialist. I do a lot of choreography and I work with everything from ballet classrooms to musical theater to opera to education. Whenever you want to go in and attempt to teach dance to a classroom, you want to make certain that you know who you're dealing with. I think it was really important for me to go in and observe, simply to see what they were actually learning about.
Okay, what about yesterday? What did we learn about? Wind.
One of the ideas that they were talking about was learning about weather, and so I wanted to make certain that maybe I could kind of reaffirm that information through the dance setting. I also noticed what management skills worked and kind of the dynamic. Who's the leader? Who can do something independently or who would need an aide to assist a bit more?
Hello.
The first thing that I thought is I need to just have sort of a warm-up. I always want to start with a warm-up, and so I thought that it might be a good idea to use something, a mimicry. We decided to use balloons, and we would do this expansion of our bodies, and then the air comes out and we all shrivel to the floor.
Good, and we're as big as we can possibly be, and one more pop, and pop! And we fall very carefully to the floor.
Watching and observing the students, they knew what would happen if my balloon expanded to its greater level, right? The explosion was going to happen, but they were right on. Then we got out some scarves, because that's always lovely.
So let's go up and down. Now we're gonna go around and turn and turn and turn and down. And now I want you to throw up your scarves and do exactly what your scarves do. And we fell to the floor. Good job, Brooklyn. That was really nice, JC.
I tried to start doing it more monitored or controlled environment, and then, you know what? They wanted to use the entire space. And of course, if you have a whole gymnasium, you're gonna want to use your whole space too. It's okay to just allow for that chaos or that change to happen so that, you know, they can just all dance. We talked about weather. We talked about the wind. And we talked about rain and showed them a rain stick to just get an idea of something that would be audible to kind of mimic or motion that. You know, what would you do with your fingers if you were doing that? Then we tried to attempt a storm.
And clouds, and clouds. Ba, da, da, da. And we come together and we start to get heavier and heavier. And let's have the wind come. Here comes the wind, and they're gonna push us. The winds are gonna push us down. Here we go. And now all of a sudden, everybody freeze. Good. And now all of a sudden, we're gonna get really cold. So if we all freezing and cold, can you show me freezing cold? Oh, can you show me cold? Oh, because all of a sudden we started to snow. Yes. And so now we're gonna start to fall but we're gonna be in that nice snowflake that falls and drifts to the floor and comes down and down and down and all that stuff. And we fall into the floor. 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, clap, clap, and 1, 2, 3, 4, clap, clap.
Dance allows for people to interact in a way that they don't usually. For example, the Israeli dance that I had them dance at the end. It's just a beautiful way of becoming part of the community. So going back to Mel, the one who has the disabilities that really has a difficult time with social interaction, she fell to the floor. And so then the students decided to use that. And I thought that was just super that all of a sudden Mel was part of the group. So it's difficult to have when you have somebody who's isolated and then to also all of a sudden bring them out so that they can be part of the group and see the other group trying to make certain that she's part of it. So she becomes the tumbleweed as they become the wind and the clouds above her. And I thought that was incredible to watch that shared experience. I think what the kids can get out of it is that, oh, look at me, look at what I just did. You know, that ability to create and figuring out that they can do stuff on their own. This sense of independence, this ability to say, this is what I learned, but this is what I brought to it. And having that pride in themselves is kind of a critical, I think, life skill across the board.